In this crazy world we live in, the need to be entertained has never been more paramount. As horror fans, we've been able to indulge in our favorite media, but the ability to socialize and interact has sadly been lacking. Recently, I had the privilege to defeat this boredom and assembled several collaborators to attend the official Evil Dead 2 virtual escape room. Located in Seattle and created by Seth Wolfson to combat the lockdown restrictions, has altered the format of the standard escape room into a first-person adventure game. Allowing up to 6 players, there was only one option.
Hi, I'm Johnny Deadly. I'm from the Gorecast.
I'm Tom from the Newbie Reviews.
Hi, I'm the Giz from the Gorecast.
And Steven from Talk Horror.
Taking control of Shemp, who supplies a first-person view of a recreation of the infamous Nobi cabin, who is directed by the players to solve the puzzles and escape the cabin. Prior to playing the game, each contestant is assigned a specific role. These are
See what I told you?
the Ghost Hunter,
It's such a pain in the ass.
the Detective,
Oh, there we go.
the Skeptic,
Little kid. The wee little kid.
the Kandarian Historian, and the Realtor. With the team assembled and the roles filled, there was nothing left to do but play the game. But before we get going, if you'd like to experience the Evil Dead Virtual Escape Room yourself, I'm giving away a free party pack for up to 4 players to a random follower. So stick around to find out how you can win your very own game.
I'll swallow your soul. I'll swallow your soul. I'll swallow your soul. I'll swallow your soul.
In the Evil Dead 2 escape room, we're going to visit a very familiar cabin. And let's just take a minute here and say, holy boomstick! Check out the amount of detail they put into this escape room. That is one thing that's going to blast you right in the face.
Destroying the Book of the Dead could have worked, but I couldn't find the dagger. Instead, I found a way to open a portal through time and space.
As an Evil Dead fan, I have to say that the attention to detail to stuff from the movie and the overall look of the whole set piece itself is literally mind-blowing.
You control your Shemp, a remote actor who will follow your instructions in the room while you direct him over a live stream video connection. And you might think, I'm remote, so who cares if I get my Shemp trapped forever, right? Something happens, disconnect, I was never here. You actually get to know your Shemp, and I really wanted to help him. Plus, he's helpful with some subtle nudges and helped establish the boundaries of the game room.
Yeah. I know what you're thinking. I feel like you're onto something now. I'm going to be honest. I think you might be a little onto something.
One of the best things about this is the fact that personally, I've never actually done an escape room before. I've done lots of different nerd games, but I didn't realize that you would be prepared with, you know, like an RPG. You're given characters, you're given somebody that you can play. Each one of those characters has a clue, something, piece of equipment that you can use throughout the course of the game itself to help you, which we forgot about sometimes, but when we got it right, by the gods, we got it right.
Now there's a few different characters you can choose from. Each one comes with their own special bit of equipment that they can use to help solve puzzles and progress further through the escape room. Now, you're definitely going to want to keep the team chemistry high. Okay, you're all going to need to work together and you're all going to have to use that equipment to be able to progress. So, communicate well with your friends.
Bingo.
You're also encouraged to dress up in character. I really should have read the instructions first.
Not everybody will put on the costume, and sometimes you might be the only one left there standing as a detective, smoking his pipe on his own. But that's the way them games turns out.
God damn it.
I know some people might tell you that your costume isn't as effective, but by the gods, if you think you look like a historian, you look like a historian.
I'll swallow your soul. I'll swallow your soul.
I went in thinking we're living in Ash's time in the cabin. Kind of like the movie. But when it dawned on me we were dealing with the aftermath of the events of the movie, it took on a whole other level for me. Instead of reliving the movie in Ash's shoes, we were now an extended part of the story. Full of references. Not cluttered, so you can still see and plot your next move. It's not overwhelming. It's still got that campy Evil Dead feel. It's spooky with a bit of tongue-in-cheek.
my god.
I even noticed as we did the game, there was a development of team bonding from higher levels as the game went on, when everyone kind of realized, look, we need to get on the same page, and people do this and do that and do that kind of thing. And it's an ingenious way of getting people together and doing something really entertaining.
As for the puzzle difficulty itself, I'm going to tell you now that they're not really that hard, but they're hard enough to make it fun, if that makes sense. There's some that you're really going to have to think on, but the answers are all around you. So work together, use that brain power, and you'll be alright.
The best thing is, these puzzles, while a lot of them do work off of, knowledge for the film, you don't need to have seen it to figure it out. All you need to do is be a little bit observant, keep an eye out for clues, and listen to Shemp when he tells you stuff.
I don't know. I'll tell you though, I am really not liking this negative energy in the South.
The designs of the puzzles are what I can only describe as not mind-breakingly hard, but enough to make you think, and some of them you really do need team efforts to get the puzzle done.
Teamwork is a must. There are puzzles involving logic, math, common sense, and a little thinking outside the box. But nothing we couldn't handle. We divided up some puzzles to save time and play on our strengths. For example, I allowed the others to take the pleasure in tackling the math-based questions, and not because math makes me break out in a cold sweat.
As a video game enthusiast, I have to say that this was literally beautiful and reminded me very much of a kind of an in-depth RPG or kind of action-style game where you're using an avatar to kind of maneuver your way around, and it's done really, really well.
Was not expecting there to be more than one room. When we got through the first room and it's a kitchen, we're looking going, great, wait, hang on, we have how much time left on the clock? And we're only in the second room, and there's another room, and we need to figure out all the stuff in this. And once again, puzzles that if you know your stuff for the film, you're gonna have a bit of a clue, and if not, you're gonna figure them out anyway because they're just common sense.
Guys, look at this. A farewell to arms. It's locked. It's locked up though. Who locks a book?
After the first few puzzles, I started thinking along the lines I needed to. Hourglass Escape's Evil Dead escape room is a fun, faithful, and a groovy good time. The details and references to the Evil Dead movies are, pardon the expression, dead on.
As a family-orientated event, as a work-orientated event, or as just something to do with your mates to meet up who love horror movies, this is exactly what you need and ticks all of the boxes.
And what's my final verdict? I'm telling you right now to get off your butt, get off that couch, or no, wait a second, stay on your butt, stay on that couch and call up your friends and say, hey, this is what we're doing. Because the Evil Dead 2 Virtual Escape Room is really fun. If you're a horror fan, you're going to love it. You got to do it. And if you're an Evil Dead 2 fan, it is an absolute must. You will have a blast. Count on it. I'm putting my name all over it. I had a great time. And I think you will too.
I give it 5 Bs.
The Evil Dead escape room basically manages to blend the perfect bit of I'm a nerd and I love games, along with I'm a horror freak and I love the Evil Dead. Overall, I have to say, as a nerd and as a fan of horror movies, this was just so much fun. It's like being a nerd and being a horror movie buff combined into this beautiful baby of awesome fun and fair play for having something that can be done in these times over Skype, bringing people together and still be so much fun. Excellent job for set, excellent job for Hourglass Escapes, and it's fun. So much fun!
If you'd like the opportunity to win this package, follow me on Facebook and share this video from the Demented Pictures Facebook page, and you'll be automatically entered into the prize draw. Also, for anyone not opting to follow, head to this address and enter the code DEMENTED to receive a 10% discount. Until next time, this is Mike from Demented Pictures saying, may your movies be bloody and your scares be shitless.